Good morning, everyone. Well, this is our last morning. As you can see, we have checked out of the room, or we're checking out of the room now. Left a tip, put all of my dishes by the sink, put my towels by the door. It is 4:58, and this is our last view. It is pretty, but like I said, that Disneyland sign keeps this room lit all night long. I also love the fact that, I don't know if you can tell, let me see if I can do it over in here. But you see at the top of the building, it actually kind of sparkles because the lights are not steady. I never noticed that before, but it really just makes the room look like it was sparkling. Goodbye mini hot tub I never used. Yeah, I just don't know why. But I guess it's so people don't fly into it or something. It's cool looking though. All right, time to get myself out of here. Got my bags packed, got everything ready to go. Let's walk all this down to the lobby. Okay, we're here at the outer lobby area. There's another family loading up their car right now. It's very pretty. It's a bit of a hike, but I knew I needed to be here by 5:20. I got here at 5:12, so just a little bit early. It is cool enough right now that I did not need to bring the coat out. I will bring that out when we get farther in. It's a good trip. Physically painful, physically challenging. In a perfect world, yeah, I probably still would have rented an ECV, but honestly, with those crowds, I was afraid I wouldn't really get to move very much. I mean, as it is, I kept stopping. I couldn't move very much, so there you go. Convention center is there. The Fantasy Tower is behind me. That's the main entrance. I will also pre-apologize. There will be no makeup this vlog, just so you know. Sorry, actually, I think Uber has to pick me up over there, so hold on. I gotta move again. Working with the clip-on microphone because something's wrong with the microphone on the system, so at least I have it with me. A very cute puppy sitting next to me going on the plane. There's supposedly a slight delay on my second flight. I asked about it and they said, oh, it's only 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, no big deal, not a problem. I did get pulled over for random screening, but it was not random. My hat and probably my jewelry set off the alarm system. Great. And that was fine. So they just did the quick pat down, and we were good. I'm tired, but that's okay. We're getting there. I have a day off when I get back. I mean, it's the equivalent of 9:30 where I am back home. So, and luckily, because I was getting up early most days, it was pretty much a standard kind of schedule. So that was good. Favorite part of the trip? There were a lot of good parts. I think Web Slingers 5 times in a row. It was really fun because that's the one ride I can't get back home, the one I love the most. I am sad I didn't get to ride Toy Story Midway Mania again, since the first time through the aliens weren't working, so I really didn't have a legitimate score.
Every seat will be taken.
Oh, this flight.
Overhead space is going to be very limited.
Every seat is gone. Great. Something I can't check the bag till the end because it's got too many things I actually need that I can't carry in my purse. So next, worst is the physical pain, just hard. Best meal, probably Centrico. That was the most complete meal where I could get breakfast, lunch, and dessert. Or breakfast, lunch, listen to me. Entree, appetizer, and dessert. Um, Second best thing was seeing my old friend from the years of high school. That sounds bad. He probably should be the first. But it was great catching up with him and meeting his husband and having a great conversation. But I think in terms of the parks, in terms of Disney, because that was stuff you guys got to see. And the holiday overlay stuff, like the Small World overlay was beautiful. And neat to see each culture's holidays and what they celebrate. You know, it was really nice. What else? Somebody's got a carry-on bag and the front of it is unzipped and sticking out like 2/3. I'm like, that ain't gonna get on a plane. I've had a lot of moments of that ain't gonna get on a plane. Okay. Between the two hotels, I think visually, I liked Pixar Hotel more. Service-wise, food-wise, Disneyland Hotel. I was very disappointed in Pixar's club level food offerings. I mean, they were willing to quote unquote work with me, but work with me meant, oh, well, if you don't see that, we can get you something very plain and boring from the restaurant. You know, they were like, oh, taquito night might not be a good night for you to come. They didn't say, listen, I know we won't have regular food for you taquito night, but if we make advanced plans, we can bring you something from downstairs. You know, there's a very big difference of Grand Californian was very proactive about that. I never felt that I'd show up and wouldn't get a variety of foods and interesting foods and flavorful foods. And while the powers, you know, the people I was with, they had more options, it was still decent. Pests. Getting to ride Indiana Jones. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with Dinosaur in the Florida area, because they're saying it's going to be Indiana Jones, but not saying how. Best. Even out here, being able to help people figure out how to get around the parks or how to negotiate, look at rides, do lightning lanes, etc. And I did pretty well kind of playing with the lightning lane game. I like the monorail. The view is okay. It was nice to see it in the back stuff. I was a little disappointed that I didn't get the 70th anniversary pennies from my friend because they were all in Disneyland, and I got her California Adventure pennies, but I'm hoping she'll be okay with that. Yeah, the pain was so bad on certain levels. The photographers, when I could find them, were great, but it was really hard to find them. I found them more in the rain just because they couldn't do the normal things. So they were just standing off to the side, and they'd be creative with me. We got some great shots. I'll try to throw some in here. Some of my favorites from the overall trip. But I mean, but once like the weather was quote unquote better, they were in front of the castle in Disney World. They were waiting to do photos with Mickey and California Adventure. That was Disneyland and then California Adventure. So it's not the same, if that makes sense.
Southwest Airlines is boarding all ticketed and confirmed passengers going
Yeah,
to
we'll see.
Denver at a gate 21.
It's being very noisy here. I don't know how much you can hear that.
At a gate 21.
Yeah, you're hearing them and not me, aren't you? I don't know. All right, so I'm going to put you away for a while. I'm trying to think. The dessert over at Broken Spell Lounge was really good. I did not get Dole Whip. I was sad for not getting Dole Whip. The room at Disneyland Hotel was very nice. And it was, I mean, it was the villas, the new buildings. So but I can't knock. I can knock it off my list. Although I do want to come back and try the club level, just as a comparison. I didn't get to do Luigi's, but I got some surprise rides in there. I did get Alice. I got the canal boats and the carousel. I did not get Jingles. Little girl got there before me. She knew what it was. She was beelining for it and got there right before me. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. But I really was excited about the idea of riding Jingles. And I almost got a little dizzy. It moved pretty fast. Yeah, lots of good stuff. All right, I'm rambling. I'm tired right now. So once I get on the plane, I'm going to sleep a little more, and we'll talk about the rest of the trip. And the crazy of getting back. There is about a 10-minute delay on my flight out of Las Vegas. And I'm hoping that we're in a better terminal than the last time I flew through Las Vegas. I'm afraid we're going to be in the terminal that has nothing I can do for food, but we'll see. If I'm one of the other terminals, I should be fine. I think that's about it. Let's rest for a bit. I'm going to turn the mic off so we can save it for later. And I'll see you as the flight progresses. Let's try that again. Back in Las Vegas airport. Since I know what happened last time, this time when I'm still in the C terminal, I stopped by the Jersey Mike's. Luckily, there wasn't a line there when I went because they said they have no gluten-free bread, which is unusual for Jersey Mike's. But they did have bowls, and that's going to be your other option. Still specify for them that it's an allergy, because they got the bowl, and then the young woman went and started putting all of my condiments on the cutting table. I said, wait, I'm sorry, I've got a gluten allergy, you can't do that. I can't have them that way. She threw them out, put down a cloth, wiped down the knife, cleaned everything up, and then made my salad. And other than that, it was fine. Guy in front of me was like, oh yeah, that was really good of you, because some people get to the very end and then say it. It's like, no, you have to say it beforehand. If you really have this, you have to say it beforehand. So I got a salad, and it's usually what I get at home, actually. So I'm going to eat that now. I'll take a picture and throw it in here so you can see what it looks like, but it's pretty standard Jersey Mike's. I'm going to eat. My flight is in about 50 minutes, so let me eat quickly so I don't have to take this on the plane. This is technically the last official meal of the trip. So there you go. Let's go head on home. And just like that, we are home. The beautiful mouse is enjoying her dinner. We love her very, very much. So, what an amazing trip. What an amazing ride. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and I am so glad to be home. Tonight is the new year. I will be celebrating, ringing it all in with my most beloved mouse. So, on that note, if you have enjoyed this incredible trip, if you want more stories, if you want to see more about what traveling throughout Disney, Universal, East Coast, West Coast, what it's about, how to eat gluten-free, how to enjoy making the experience happen, please give this a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Actually, if you've watched the whole series, put in the comments what your favorite part was. And like I said, like, share, subscribe. All the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And don't forget I don't have a tagline. Happy New Year. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?